like that.
Get rid of it. And go up and see what you have. F, okay, F is all right.
F is
all right. F looks okay. Yeah. F looks okay.
Yeah. No, we should definitely discuss this L. See, M actually we had some inkling, right? Because we knew, that. Huh?
Yeah.
But L also something is happening. We should discuss with Omkar. So I was thinking, GV, maybe what we'll do is we'll depict it in some form of
diagrammatically.
Yes. So there is an.
You have three. I mean, unfortunately, okay.
We have three things to represent. No, we have.
So X and Y will be these X and Y can be open stock average sales.
Average sales and.
How do you represent the average days inventory?
So there is, I think. Let me just see. There's a bubble chart.
Okay.
Let's just take.
F's you want to take?
I'll just take the F's because we saw. We saw one thing we saw, GV, is like this. It will get very cluttered if we try and.
See, any of these scatter play. Right.
So let's just look at.
You need to have only 10 elements or something. If you have too many, it's okay. What is that? What do you had earlier?
No, it's anyway taking. What is it saying? Oh, it's picked different colors for the different Fs. It's picked. We don't need different colors for different Fs.
Did you choose the F also? Don't choose the F.
You don't want me to choose the F?
Yes, don't choose the first A column. Let's see what happens. Because that seems to be that data, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So.
What is it doing now? It's saying basically, okay.
So what have we plotted?
But what is the size and what is X and Y? You have to choose X and Y now.
So no, let me label this. Then we can do something better. So this is.
I don't know what funny business my internet is doing because I'm streaming using my smartphone internet, and that's actually really funny. Not behaving well, and this is causing too much trouble and too much restriction towards streaming and studying as well. Uh, and I think I will continue studying, and if the stream is laggy and all the stuff, I can't help it. And secondly, I was unable to stream 2 or 3 20-30 minutes of lecture that I was watching because the stream was not happening, and yet it is showing 0 kbps, 100,000 kbps, and it's bad. And I will need good internet after I move to my new place, and I will be installing some good. I will be investing in some good internet, and this time, let's just start with anything. Let's not make excuses.
So this. Let me. How do I insert a chart design? Add chart element. We will add access title. So primary vertical is what? This is vertical is days of sales. Huh?
But has it taken that? We don't know. It may not have taken that. It has, yeah, it has. Okay.
It has. So
yeah. And horizontal it has taken.
Select data, series 1, average opens. Hold on, let me do one thing. Select data, add, FMCG. X values are from here.
Always better to do this, right?
Better to do this.
Because you don't know what it's doing for what.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. X values are these.
Y values are
sales. Yeah.
Let's check if the stream is actually even working or not. I think I have put my smartphone on my window, which is, well, it must be, it should be working well now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And bubble size is Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is better.
This looks good. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah.
And now let me add a title. So access title is okay. This is what? This is average daily sales. No, this is average opening stock. Average open stock. Add chart element. Average.
I think it's not writing it there. No, you're writing. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Average daily. What the students can do, GV, perhaps is create similar charts for lifestyle and mobile.
Yeah.
And I think there will be some interesting things to see in the mobile case.
It looks like a lot of them are in trouble.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You'll get dots.
Yes.
They're so small, you'll get
Correct.
dots.
Correct.
So X and Y
The bubbles will almost be dots.
These X and Y can be open stock. Yeah, I think it should be nice
Average
exercise.
sales and
Okay, I think we have enough material to show to Omkar.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah. So we said we want to look at DOH, right? So let's see if we have something around that.
To show it to you, volume over 15 days. We looked at the opening stock for that SKU,
Across
and then we divide
places, right?
across all the three places, across Hyderabad, Chennai, and Cochin.
Yeah.
And then we essentially looked at what was opening stock divided by average daily sales.
Can we look at this SKU called M01? That is a problem SKU. Remember, Mr. Shah had asked that question also around that.
Right.
I think we are running out of stock. Start also we had a supply problem. Should be around 2 to 3 days, I guess. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
3.4 days is what we started with, and price of this model. It's a very
tight. 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days, 3.4 days, right? That's what I expected. So it's selling in a decent way, right? 45, 50 units per day.
Correct.
But we don't have. So I think we'll have to do something about that. We'll have to figure out.
So what would you typically do in a situation like this, Omkar? Would you order a large quantity of this particular SKU?
It depends on what is the reason of short supply, right? For this particular SKU, I know this is a real you product, right? And I know, I mean, we are in touch with these guys in terms of pushing for this SKU. The chip which goes into this phone, this is a mobile phone, right? The chip which goes into the phone is severely in short supply.
I see.
It very well in India. I think this is, if you confirm, this will be the top selling model from your data also, right? So it's the chips are.
Let's go and look at that, because the revenue, the Pareto, in that we should see.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see that.
Yeah, by far this is the best-selling SKU, and the chips are not available because of the recent COVID issues. Everyone is suffering because of that. So if that happens, then I will try to push instead of M01 something else, right, which is similar to that, maybe from but it's not the case, right? This is a special condition. The chip supplies and all we are talking about are the special conditions because of COVID. But if it is not the case, then normally we monitor this DOH every day. And as soon as it's below 7 days, we do trigger an emergency purchase order. So we follow up with them and get the supplies so that there is no stock as such.
I see.
So the 7 days is your cutoff trigger.
Yeah. So normally we order every 7 days, right? So that's I need to cover myself at least for next week. That's next week. So bare minimum I look at. So 3.4 days is aberration, definitely. Yes, we understand that. But yeah, we are working with the brand to set this disruption. I mean, to overcome this disruption. Let's see how best we can deliver out of that.
The other question I had, Omkar, if we can just go back to L09, right, which was there when I started showing you this.
Yeah.
Now, there you seem to have 31 days.
Yes.
Sales in inventory.
Correct.
So that means you probably got too much in the warehouse.
No, honestly, no, because again, the inventory days of cover that we plan for depends on the BU or depends on the brand, right? So this is lifestyle. If you look at lifestyle, the opening stock also, though that number looks like 31, we just have 62 units of this item.
I see.
Right. Okay. The whole idea in lifestyle is people don't want to buy same set of clothing again and again. Right. Especially true for outerwear that we call. Outerwear is your shirts and trousers. Because people don't like to bump into each other wearing same clothes unless it's a uniform. Especially true for women category. It's absolutely disaster if I have 2 units sold in same region in women's category, right? So I don't.
I see.
So I buy in lesser quantity.
Hmm.
However, there is no guarantee that something will sell or something will not sell. So if you look at the sale pattern also, right? Not all days I'm selling L09.
Right.
And I know this L09 is a SKU, which is actually part of innerwear portfolio. Right? So this SKU will be still sold at least in, let's say, 20, 30, 40% of cases in terms of days over a longer period of time. But there are SKUs which are actually part of the core fashion portfolio, which will be sold, let's say, once in 30 days, once in 40 days also.
Oh, I see.
For that, the days of cover could be as high as 80 days, 180 days.
So there are so many factors.
Yes, other factor which
Specific factors.
Yeah, BU specific. For lifestyle, typically if you go to Western countries, there are 4 seasons in which the clothes are designed. There is spring, summer, autumn, and winter. 4 different clothing seasons, and then there are fashion shows and all that stuff which happens around that. In India, we have clubbed these 4 seasons into 2: spring, summer, and autumn, winter. Right? So typically a new SKU which comes on for spring, summer is supposed to be good till autumn, winter comes, which happens 6 months, right? So I am buying SKUs not for 1 month, but actually I'm buying for 6 months.
Correct.
Right? So my inventory cover can go as high as 6 months also in lifestyle. I'm fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. Especially when there is a season change, right? When winter offsets, I will have to buy winter clothes. I'll sell it for 3 months, 4 months. After that, I'll not be able to sell them, right? But what will happen to the winter where I'm carrying? I'll have to stock it in inventory for next winter. Yeah? So lifestyle will be a special case where the days of cover can be higher, but that is still part of business.
So when you buy things, Omkar, you pay the supplier immediately, is it?
No, we don't. Especially lifestyle is a special terminology which we call sale or return, SOR. So a lot of times we buy around 50% plus of our business will be on SOR basis. So get the material in our FCs, in our warehouses. We offer it to customers. If it is sold that season, we pay the suppliers only for the items which are sold.
I see.
If we don't sell it after 6 months, we return it to the suppliers.
I see.
They will replace it with the new season FSS, the new season selection that they have, right? It's not like they will give us, or money we will give them, but they will replace 100 shirts of spring summer with 100 shirts of autumn winter, which we return. So this becomes a lesser working capital intensive problem to have more DOH in lifestyle, and hence we are fine with that.
I see. So, and this is actually second time you're mentioning that term, working capital. What is working capital? I see.
So let's say I want to buy something. Let's say I want to buy a mobile of 50,000 rupees, right? I will give 50,000 rupees to supplier to get that mobile in my FC, right?
Okay.
I have to bring an apparel, let's say worth 1,000 rupees. I don't pay anything to the supplier. I pay to that supplier only when I'm able to sell that apparel out.
I see.
Right? So I'm not going to invest money. What I'm investing in that item is my physical space in FC, which is a limited space, and my real estate on my app or on my website, where I'm promoting. Right. So that is the investment I'm making from my side, right? But I'm not investing money out of that. Now, just to stay on this topic, there will be interesting topic to know about, which is called negative working capital. There will be companies which actually work on negative working capital. The best example was being thrown as a case study was Maruti Suzuki working on negative working capital. So idea is they will sell car to customer, get all the money in advance. 15 days. Within 15 days, they will create the car that you wanted to buy and pay their suppliers after 15 days on credit. So actually, they are working on a money which they have collected from the market. That is negative working capital, but it's a topic for another discussion.
Okay, negative working capital. Right? Yeah. Basically, working with an advance. You take an advance from the customer. Or
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Off the record, e-commerce works on negative working capital.
It does. Oh yeah, because we pay. When we pay. Actually, we pay you, and then after some point you deliver to us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very interesting. So the concepts to learn.
Going down to 37.
Yeah.
Going down to 27. So stock seems to be declining, no?
Yeah.
That this escape. So Omkar, last time we met, we had there was this concern specifically about M01,
Yes.
and you were concerned that this SKU was moving, was selling a lot, and we were not getting enough supplies.
That's right. Yeah.
So what we've done is that we've created a ledger sort of sheet. We've tried to forecast on a daily basis, or not forecast is perhaps not the right word, compute on a daily basis, what is the closing stock in inventory in the Madras godown for all the SKUs. So I just thought we'll share that with you, and would be interesting to hear your comments on that.
Absolutely. Yes.
So this is what we've done. For every day, we've taken the open stock,
okay,
sales,
Starting with the
Incoming?
first. So first you had the opening stock. All right.
Correct. And then you had given us sales and incoming from Hyderabad.
That's right.
This is that we have computed closing stock.
That's right.
And
Okay.
open minus sales plus incoming.
Yes.
And this closing stock for 1st of April, we have taken as the open stock for 2nd of April.
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
Except in cases where there are back orders. So in cases where if the closing stock was negative,
Yes.
then we have taken the open stock to be 0.
Perfectly fine. Yes.
Okay. And then just to make things legible, we've sort of highlighted all the cells which are 0 or lower.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely fine.
So this is the big picture.
So how is it looking for M01 then?
M01, let's look. Yeah. So, you started with 50,
Yes.
went down to 45, went down to 37, went down to 27. So stock seems to be declining, no?
That is a concern, in fact. So what it means is there will be stock out in Madras for this SKU. And
See?
after that, what will happen is immediately the customers will not see a stock out, but
Yeah. Actually,
orders will
that has
start falling
happened.
on Hyderabad.
So that has happened here.
Yes.
This is on day
So you got 4, right?
10th of April.
Okay. So 10th day, there is a stock out in Madras. So orders will go to Hyderabad now.
It became -1. Yeah. See.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
it has
10th,
started
11th,
actually getting worse. Huh?
So it got -10. Yeah.
yes.
And it has stayed that
Expected.
way.
Once it goes down, it is expected because there are no supplies for this SKU in the market. This is one of the new launches, one of the best sellers. So yeah, I think by the end of the 15 day, you have some stock. 2 units are in the inventory.
Yeah, there are some two units.
That's a recovery. Yes.
So what? So I mean, Omkar. So what is the management process that is used here? So do you have a limit?
Yes. So normally what we do is we track something called days of cover on hand. So every day we track the inventory and see how many days of future sale should be covered with whatever inventory we have, right? So typically we see for fast mover mobile FSN that number could be as low as 2 to 3 days, but a slow mover it should be around 15-20 days kind of number, and that changes from business unit to business unit. For lifestyle that number could be as 50-60 days as well, right?
So this you do on a daily basis.
Yes. So this is what normally we do to ensure that there is no stock out. So anywhere we we have a 7 days ordering cycle, let's say. Anywhere we see that we have less than 7 days of stock, we will raise an emergency order and we'll get that SKU in stock.
So we did do that, Omkar, as you had suggested.
Yes.
We computed Madras average inventory. Okay. So we've not done it on a daily basis. Maybe the students can try and do it on a daily basis.
Yes.
But what we did was we computed for 15 days for each SKU.
Yes.
We computed the average opening stock.
Okay.
And we computed the average sales.
Average opening stock for the period, 15-day period.
For the 15-day period, yes.
Absolutely right. Okay.
And we computed the average sales for the 15-day period.
Yes.
And then we computed, as you had suggested, average days of inventory.
Yes. So yeah, this is what I expected. You can see for the fast mover FSN, fast mover SKU, you can see it is as low as 2 to 3 days.
Yes.
And this is exactly why we need forward FCs. We discussed about why we need forward FCs. One of the reason was inventory holding in forward, right? So the reason we created Madras and Coimbatore is Cochin is just because of this. We can operate these FCs at very low DOH. Hyderabad can never work on these kind of numbers. But since there is a daily connection between Hyderabad and Madras and Hyderabad and Cochin, I can